starting off with.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
It's Great Mill Star New Orleans coming back at you with another live lesson. Before we get started, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honors unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, all right, as well as those that believe in the gospel. And may you endure until the end, Lord willing. All right, and that's pretty much what this lesson is going to be about, man. Enduring, okay? Because we're really, I was kind of meditating on this on my way here, all right, which the Apostle Gabal, he said something around the premise of, you know, learning the scriptures and teaching them correctly. All right, that's what this ministry is about. Was something that sparked in my mind was enduring the things that come upon us, the temptation, all right, the things that we go through in the world, all right, to stay in this truth, to fight to stay in this truth, all right. That's another aspect of what this ministry is about, all right, because contrary to popular belief, all right, people think, you know, you come in the truth and everything's supposed to get, all your cares, I mean, all your worries and everything's supposed to go away. No, all right, the Lord has to prove his men, okay. You start, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, like I said, I went into a lesson probably last week of the proving ground. You know, the whole purpose of you know, the Lord even putting us through these situations is for you to prove yourself. All right, this is not a crown or anything that you can walk into. You know what I'm saying? You got to show your works have to be shown before yourself. And again, proving grounds, you have to prove yourself. But you got it.
Come on, this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, and verse 12, and it reads, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Come. That's all good. It's 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12 again, and it reads, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you.
Right, and this fiery trial, all right, the hell that we catch, the fire that the Lord put on our ass, is to try us, man.
Yep.
All right, to see if, hey, he say he about my word, he say he about this ministry, all right, so let me see if he really about it, all right? When the Lord starts to work things in your life, you like, man, what the hell is going on, you know? Things start to happen, and you, man, oh, it's the Lord trying me, right? It's the temptations, the things that start to pull you back into the world, all right? These are all tests, man, all right? Because why? Ultimately, the Lord is getting us prepared for that big test that's coming, you know? Want to know?
No, I had something too.
All right, Kyle, let him finish this out, bro.
Good. Verse 13, and it reads, But rejoice, Aslaki, back in the latter end of verse 12, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Right, it's some strange thing, like I just said. Like, oh, what's going on? No, man, we're supposed to know what's going on. We're supposed to know why are we being tested, all right? We're supposed to know these things, you see? So that we can be built up in the faith, all right? So our faith be built into the what? The max level, okay? Yeah. So that we, when Jacob's trouble and all of these latter times prophecies fully come into fruition, all right? We have the maximum amount of faith that we need, all right? Which is called being sealed. You see? You got more in that?
Yeah. Verse 13, and it reads, But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering.
Right, so rejoice in these sufferings, man. All right, because Yahushua had to suffer too. And as the scripture said, a servant is not greater than his Lord, man. Yeah. All right? So we got to suffer just as Yahushua suffered. But the key point was to rejoice, man. Yeah. All right, we glory in it. We praise the Lord, man. You see? Because why? We know that it's a bigger thing that's coming behind it.
I want to get scripture real fast, just backing up on why we should be rejoicing of the Lord's suffering, of the suffering that we're going through. It said, 1 Corinthians 11, verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord. That's right. That we should not be condemned with the world. Yep. So basically, we're going through these sufferings because basically we getting our judgment right now. You know what I'm saying? But hey, 2/3 of our people, they will get the judgment in the end time, man. The evil time.
The worst judgment that could possibly be. Yeah. You know? Go ahead, right?
Yeah, I just did me and this brother Banyan just did a video last night. I going into everybody must know pain. We're understanding pain on this side. Things being taken away, afflictions, financial issues, the whole nine. You see, being plagued with different demons, and you got to get them up off of you. Okay, those are things that you know are pain to us, and you receive them now, and then in the end, we don't receive that same pain that everybody else gets.
That's right.
But you have to endure it, like the brother said. You have to endure that pain. You got it.
Hey, bring that out. We'll make it
So
point.
like if I can add to you, like I said, that what you brought out, you know, taking it with gladness, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just remember so many times that, you know, just a testimony in the military where we're going through heavy walk and heavy miles and we're going through all these things, but just to look to your side and see that you got a brother that's going through you with this pain and y'all fighting alone just to make it to the end, you know, it just brings that joy to you that you know that it's something at the end of that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that what they say, the world term of this pain is temporary. Yeah, but the glory of this is gonna be forever. You know?
Right. Yeah. Not only that, hey, the brothers are with us. Hey, the Lord's with us through every step of the way. So hey, that just let us know that hey, through the Lord, even though we're going through these sufferings, we're gonna make it no matter what. Man.
That's why I said rejoice in as much as your suffering, because you are partakers of your Yahushua Mashiach, man.
Yep.
There's something to rejoice in. The world can't rejoice. They can't understand this, man.
Yep.
You know? But bring that out, bro, because that's going to back up the point the brother had.
All right. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Right, if thou wouldest to get him a friend. So the Lord said in John, in the book of John, was that is that 15? I think the Lord, or John 8, one of them, I can't recall, but
It's 15.
it's 15. He said, henceforth I call you not servants, but friends. All right, in order to be a friend of the Lord is what? Like you said, the proving ground.
Yeah.
It's just a constant stage of a proving ground. All right, let me try this on you to see if this works.
Are you really my friend?
Are you really my friend?
Yeah.
Just like with when Satan inquired about Job.
Yep.
You see? Satan inquired about Job because why? The Lord said, man, you can't get him. And it was actually dialoguing, and the Lord allowed Satan to go in and sift Job. Man, well, what was Job? Job ain't moved. He ain't budged. Yeah. You see? It tell you that in the book of Romans. Brother might have to get it. He have heard the patience of Job, roughly paraphrasing, or the end of Job, you know, but that was it. Let me see. Read that again. And go down to 8.
Is Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Right, which is why you can't be hasty to credit a friend. All right, you got to go through trials and tribulations in order to see if he really with me. You see? You want to say something?
Yeah.
I know you got your precept too.
Because read that very last precept again, that last line out. It's Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. No, the last line you read. Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Okay, so it looked good right now. You know, Jake coming back to their heritage. All right, you know, understanding who you are as a people, because we have never had, you know, that's the honey. Okay, right. Understanding the kingdom. You see, understanding that we are actually the chosen people of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, but what happens when persecution comes?
Bitterness.
You see, so Yahushai is no fool. So he has to do what? We have to go through that trial period. You think you just gonna skate through and get to the kingdom, and you didn't go through the trials?
That's a tasting of bitterness now.
Yep. You know? I'm just gonna say, like it says in the scripture, the servant's not greater than his Lord. So yeah, same thing that Yahushua went through, we gotta go through the same thing. Right? And that's why we go ahead.
It's like, and he went through the ultimate, man. Yeah. That's our Lord that's supposed to come back and return and rule this thing, man. And our Lord was completely humiliated, you know, joked upon, piss thrown on, and just straight BS. How much us?
Which is why they say you have to be humiliated before you honor.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we gonna have to follow that same path that Yahweh went down, man.
Done.
And he gave us the blueprint on how to go down it. You see?
Done.
Being humiliated, we're gonna be humiliated on this side, all right? And we're gonna be honored in the kingdom, man. You see, when we be saved and be, you know, I don't want to watch this be the first fruits of the kingdom. But you got your precept, bro.
This to back up everything y'all brothers been saying.
That was recorded
In a
Con.
proving a friend, brother.
Yeah.
This Sirach 2 in verse 1 it says, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, prepare, all right? You have to prepare thy soul for temptation. And starting with the elder down here on down, that's something that was told to all us brothers, all right, when we first started coming out, man. Hey, man, you got to know what you're getting into. You got to know, you be prepared to lose things, man.
Yeah.
You got to come in this truth prepared to lose things. Family, all right? Children, okay? Cars,
Financial
houses,
stability.
jobs, okay? You got to be prepared for that, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to you gotta be prepared to die daily.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But I'm gonna jump to verse 4 right here. It says, Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient without a change to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Beautiful. May I bring this out?
Yeah. You want to say something about it?
Con, and y'all made a point about having to prove a friend first. Well, we gotta be proved by Yahweh side by going through these things. All the hell that's coming upon us, going through all these things. It says the gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah.
So that's how we become acceptable.
That's right.
Yeah, you mentioned the word humiliation, which means to be embarrassed.
Yes.
When you get the word embarrassed, it means an obstacle. So in the obstacle,
That's
right?
hard.
So what this fight about? What this walk about?
Yeah.
The obstacles
Yeah,
in which
those are
we
the
steady triumphing. That's the
Right.
noun.
Yeah.
Then it got perplexed, thrown into doubt, to block.
Ooh.
So when the obstacle set up to block you, is also there for humiliation. But when you triumph humiliation, then you'll be what? Exalted.
That's right.
That's why you got to be humbled or brought low in order to be exalted. That's what
Yep.
humiliation means, man. All right, we gonna get low to the ground in order to be exalted up into what? Kings and thrones,
man. Yeah.
the rulership, man.
The highest.
It says to feel awkward.
Yeah,
So a lot of
yeah.
times you're in positions to where we done accepted this truth. Now we feel awkward to our people, man. But
Yep.
it's a heavenly awkward,
That's right.
right? Versus a worldly awkward. Go ahead, brother. That word embarrassed go hand in hand with humiliation. I just want to clear it out. You got
That's
it.
heavy. That's heavy, bro. Like I said, First Peter, it says, humble yourselves. Roughly paraphrasing, First Peter 5, I think. But it said, humble yourselves, but in due time, the Lord will exalt you. You know? And that's going to be the ultimately being exalted is salvation, man. Getting crowns placed upon our head.
Mhm.
You know? But you got it, bro.
But you got to go through them obstacles.
That's right.
That embarrassment.
Yep.
I want to lamb back off that
got
brother with this word because it's going to go hand in hand. This is the word endure, right? In the online etymology, it says to undergo or suffer. It says to continue existence, to make hard, harden, to bear, to tolerate, keep up, to maintain. And I wanted to harp on that word to harden, okay? Because embarrassment does what? Exposes soft spots.
That's right.
You see? It exposes those chinks in your armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so all the Lord is doing is exposing them soft spots so you can fix it and it become tempered. And now that is heavier, harder than some of your other spots. And then you just keep leveling up and keep leveling up.
Yeah.
You see?
Because if I could say
You
one
got
thing the Lord is invested in with his men is working on their weaknesses, man.
Yep.
I can see the Lord don't want to work on things that you strong on. He's going to work on the things that you weak at. You see?
what?
Because when Satan, he come to what they say, when Satan,
Buffeted?
no, bro,
I know
Salaki
what
for
you're
the
basically just trying to jab at you at your weak points.
right. When Satan jab at those weak points, the Lord already fixed that. So it's not really a weak point, because hey man, the times that we coming into, you can't be having no weak points, man.
Right.
And Lord willing that you be with a brother or something that cover them weak points that you have, man.
Another thing too, brothers gotta realize is you can pray for the Lord to cover your weak points,
That's right.
but He gonna put you in positions for you to cover the weak points.
Yeah.
You gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Anything regarding you, the Lord gonna give you the spirit and power to triumph it, but you the one gonna have to go through it, brother. You gonna have to fix it. And He gonna give you the tools to fix it, man.
That's right.
All right? The Lord is a spiritual mechanic, man. With all the tools to fix everything. Go ahead, you got it. Y'all got it.
If I can say real quick, brother made a video probably a while back. I watched this, but just understanding that through your walk in this truth, the Lord is constantly going to throw the same obstacles at you at your weak point, just to see have you made any progress.
Right.
Have you been stepping it up at this point? You know you weak here, but are you really over this? Are you even close to this hump, or have you been taking 2 steps back the whole time?
Your weaknesses make you shy from it. That's the embarrassment, man.
Yep.
It's like I told, Jake, you don't want certain things to be exposed to the world, because then people gonna see like, okay, he's not on what he should be on in this particular situation. But
Right.
you could be hard and on everything else, but it's the one thing you don't want nobody to know. That's what you really shine away from. Like, I really don't want nobody to know that.
Right.
And that's when the Lord gonna what? Bring it to the light, man.
Yep.
Because you gotta attack it, man. Like the Lord attacking what matters. Go ahead, brother.
And that's just how you get attacked.
That's how you get attacked.
If say put it in the analogy of the boxing round, if you know that you ain't got no jab, you ain't got no footwork, and you trying to avoid this through the whole thing, once somebody find that, you done.
Yes.
It's over with. But you got it.
That's why I was gonna say, because you walked me right into it. Satan is the perfect sparring partner.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes,
see?
brother.
Yes,
The
brother.
sparring partner not gonna be somebody that's below your level.
Yeah.
You can walk over.
Nah, he gonna be somebody right there with you. You see what I'm saying? And make you fix the errors that are in you. You
Right.
see? In order to do what? To be, basically perfected for that end goal, which is what? The ultimate temptation, the
Yeah.
MOTB.
Which is that experience.
That's
So,
right, huh?
when you boxing, when you go into the word experience, it means to test.
Yep.
Right? Now, the Lord gonna give you the experience to spar with Satan to
Yes.
test you.
That's right, huh?
When Satan came to test Yahweh, what he did, he came to test him. That's
At
right.
his weakest.
Right?
When he thought he was at his
When
weakest.
you're going through the experience in order to get the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be tried and tested.
Yep.
That's what experience
And
means.
see-
That's how you gonna gain the experience.
Yep.
When you what? You boxing, you sparring with it.
Yep.
Y'all got it.
If I can say this really, really quick, that's how ill the Lord is, because what? He had then gained the experience he needs to do what? To defeat Satan.
Defeat
In
Satan.
his other reincarnations, what he was, he got hit with that, 1-2,
Yep.
and got knocked to his ass. That's
Mhm.
why in his last carnation,
Nah.
I got all that.
Mhm.
You ain't, the Lord perfected his craft and was able to defeat Satan and sit on the right hand side of the Lord.
Because Satan had done overcame him in the other reincarnations.
In all of
with the
them.
brother talking about Adam, Solomon, as he came back as different men.
Isaac,
He
Isaac,
sinned and
Yep.
went off.
Yeah.
Right? So Satan had what? Won the match.
that's
Yeah.
right, huh?
But as Yahweh, it was like, nah, I'm completed.
Yeah.
That's right,
And that's the mission.
Heaven.
The mission of completion.
Good.
You got it, bro.
Yep. Yeah. Bring that out, bro.
Because
Y'all got y'all scripts.
this Romans 5 verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, ye have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahweh Shai, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in the hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also.
That's right.
Knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Right. Tribulation, work your patience.
It's
Go
coming.
ahead. Go ahead.
Instead of and patience experience. And experience.
But wait. The patience, right, is the suffering,
Yes.
right? It worked the experience out. So when you suffer with somebody that's equal to you or better, right? Because like he says, if Satan your sparring partner, why put him under you? He gonna at least be on your level or higher, so you can what? You can have the adaptability to what? Overcome them.
Right.
It tell you in Romans 12 and 21 that be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. But it's a test, man.
That's right.
It's a battle.
Yep.
Y'all got it.
If I could say, like you said, the reason why Satan to be on that level with you is because like you're saying, I seen this before.
Yep.
I seen it before and I understand this. When it comes to the boxing, if you don't put your hand up high enough, the trainer gonna smack you.
Mhm.
Your sparring partner gonna smack you to
Mhm.
let you know, hey, you need to keep your hand up. So now that you know that I got to keep my hand up, another punch like this will never come in because I'm prepared for it all the time.
You expecting it?
I'm expecting it.
Yeah.
You know, you got it.
What it tell you? What the apostles always say: when you level up, your demons level up.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna keep fighting the same sparring partner and you beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
No, hey, get him over there. That's been training. Bring him over here. Yeah.
New devils.
Yeah, new levels, new devils, man.
Let's see where you at now.
Yeah.
Just like with the whole what is it, jujitsu or
Jiu-jitsu.
karate?
Yeah,
With the belts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's
That's mixed martial arts.
mixed. No, that's it's jujitsu with the
It's
belts.
jujitsu with the belts.
With the belts. That's jujitsu.
This belt mean I don't know all of the logistics of it, but hey, I know one belt mean beginner. The
White
next
belt.
belt,
White belt, black belt is top.
right? So the next belt is like
Brown belt.
a brown
No,
belt.
yellow belt, then brown belt.
Brown
Go ahead,
belt,
explain
purple
it then,
belt.
Doc. Explain
Yeah,
it,
it's
bro.
just a ranking system. We ain't got to get all into it, but it's yellow belt. White belt, yellow belt. I believe orange belt, brown belt,
Purple.
purple.
And
Purple
then-
come before one of them, but
Yeah.
then
it's
black.
been a long time
Black
since I
is
practiced.
the
but
top. Black belt
Yeah.
is
The
the
black
and
is
white.
the top belt.
Just get the black and white.
And
Yeah.
that's what we trying to
Just
get,
deal
brother.
with them two.
We
Yeah.
get to a point to where, all right, we surpassed this level.
Mhm.
All right, now it's this level we got to deal with. You see? And then it's just, we want to get to the point to where we can get that black belt.
That's right.
All right, when you get that black belt, you're going to be invincible.
Yeah.
You know? It ain't going to be nobody that can really come up against you. You're going to be, as it says, you built your house upon a rock, man.
Yep.
So that nothing can come and wash it away. Storms, all right? Death, all the different temptations and trials and things that we deal with when the camera's not on, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. You got the NLT?
Yeah,
Yep.
this Romans 5, starting verse 3 in the NLT. We can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, but we know that they help us develop endurance.
Right. And this game that we playing, it's about endurance, man. Longevity. All right. It's not about for a short season. No, we playing a long game here. Even though we see prophecy unfolding, we need to prepare ourselves, have the mindset of playing a long game, man. Go ahead, bro.
And said, and endurance develops strength of character.
Endurance develops the strength of your character, man. You see? Fully brings you into who you're supposed to be as a man of the Lord, man. All right? As a student of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Go ahead.
And character strengthens our confident hope of salvation.
And that's it. All right? That's the truth in a nutshell, man. All right? That our character strengthens our confident hope of salvation. Why? Because at the end of the day, through all of these things, our faith will be built up, man. Yep. You see, when we fight and we spar with Satan, okay, all of that is to build our faith, man. So that we can have the what it says in Luke 18, that when Yahweh Shai come back, shall he find faith on the earth? He gonna find faith with his men. You see, because the world, they haven't been training, all right, or building themselves up, expecting for this time to come, man. What's it on?
Yeah, really, the main point is like, hey, just trust in the Lord.
Yep.
Because hey, only the Lord's that He gonna allow us to make it. He'll give the strength to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And how He strengthen us, hey, by putting these sufferings upon us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, by those sufferings, hey, we have faith. Hey, the Lord's with us.
Yep.
No matter what, good or bad. And that's what it's all about. Hey, giving that glorification to the Lord.
That's right.
We nothing without the Lord.
I got something for you too.
Let him bring this out.
I was just gonna say, like, quick point, like the Lord pushes through things that He knows that we can handle.
Yeah,
He won't put nothing that we can't handle.
First Corinthians 10 and 13.
Yeah.
You can grab that to back that up, dude.
Con, this the book of Sirach, chapter 34, and verse 11, and it reads, "A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
He that hath no experience."
Meaning he been tested out a lot, man.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no way to gain experience if you ain't been tested with nothing.
That's right.
If you steady winning fights, you ain't gonna know what it is to be in a real fight, man.
Yeah.
You're not getting punched, you're not getting knocked down. That's why the Lord give us afflictions. He give us infirmities. He give us little points to what? Keep us with a balance, man.
Right.
All right? You ain't never too high in the spirit, you ain't too low. You up and down. So what? You're experiencing what? Everything.
Yep.
Right? to be made whole, man.
Yeah, for the next man to experience that same
That's
thing,
it.
you know? And they also give him that hope that he
Give him,
able to overcome
you
that
go.
battle. Yeah.
When thou art converted, straighten thy brother.
Straighten thy brother.
Yep. Keep going, bro.
Iron sharpening iron.
That's right.
This verse 10, and it reads, he that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence.
Full of prudence, man. You see? This is why the Lord is putting, hey brother, when you go, you talk to the elder, older brothers, all right, they give you their stories, the stories they heard, man, all right, how well traveled the apostles is, the elder bishops is, man, all right, all of the things and temptations and trials that they've been through, and you hear those stories, that's motivation, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let us know we gonna make it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, the apostles and the elders, they went through worse shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they first came to the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Worse than what we going through right now.
But
But first, yeah.
So like, but this is those men that's well traveled though,
Well traveled.
that know many things. Even brothers that have been well traveled in the world, when they come into the truth, they know many things and how to maneuver help brothers maneuver in the truth, man. You see, that's a part too. All right, it's not just being well traveled in the truth, but even before the truth, because that'll bring another aspect to help brothers within the ministry, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And that's heavy because you see, especially Elder Apostle Tahar, what do you always say when like somebody poses a question or something? He gives scenarios a lot.
Yeah.
He say, hey, somebody will come up with so-and-so scenario. He'll say some shit like this. Oh, I already know where that guy's going.
Hey.
So I'm gonna hit him with this, and this.
Yep.
And that's sharpening other brothers to be like, all right, so I got to watch out for this when they come up. When these particular people, they deal with scoffers completely different than, you know, a newer brother that came up. You know what I'm saying?
Because if I could say too, because during that those men being well traveled, all right, they have learned to discern things quick and easy. All right, it's like the elder down here, the elder Yaganah, bro. He'll see some shit all the way down here. Hey man, watch this nigga. He about to do something stupid. You know?
Lo and behold, he come and do something.
stupid. But that's having a spirit of discernment from being well traveled, man.
That's
that
right.
experience. You know? Go ahead.
I'm gonna finish this out. This is Sirach 34 in verse 11. It reads, when I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express.
God.
I was oftentimes in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. That's it.
Right, because the Lord is dealing with those men. All right, he's giving them the Rakakwadash to discern, to know. And hey, it says he was oft times in danger, yet he was delivered, man. Are we not going to be in danger in the set times to come?
That's right.
But this is what all of the gist of going through trials, tribulation, being built up. This is what all this is working towards, man. To the dangers that we are going to be in, to help us be delivered from them. You see, to be able to utilize wisdom. All right, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's the reward of enduring these things.
Yeah.
You see, salvation,
Yep.
and not only in specific instances that we go through in life, and you know this truth that we walk in, but the ultimate, you know, temptations. You see?
Yep. You got it.
This is the you know, backing y'all brothers up. Everything y'all said is on point. This is the book of James, chapter 5 and 7. It says, "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and hath long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain." You know, which is that we are that fruit. You know, the Lord has the patience why he have us in his grace period for us to get all these things together.
Yep.
All right, you know, he's waiting for everything, for the picking to be good, for him to, you know, pick his fruit. You know, that he like
to be right.
kind.
That's right.
But verse 8, it says, "Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door." And it says, verse 10, "Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example
of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Hey, and they say in Romans 15:4, the things that was written aforetime was written for
Wow.
our learning,
Con,
that we through patience may have hope, man.
con.
And that's what we read the scriptures for. You see, reflect on the things like we bring up Job, we reference Job, all right, even Paul, all right, all of the things he was doing, being blinded,
Yep.
all right, shipwrecked, all right, being put all the way to death, man.
Con.
Going to the spirit world, man. You see? Go ahead.
This is about to get to that point right there
Yeah.
with Job. Verse 11, it says, behold, we count them happy which endure.
Yep.
Ye have heard of the patience of Job and have seen the end of the Lord.
Yeah,
That-
we seen that the end, the patience of Job, the end of the Lord, when he got everything back, man, double.
Con.
You know?
And that's the same thing that was promised unto us, man.
That's right.
19.
We're gonna get everything back. Really, I think it said
Hundredfold.
hundredfold. Man. So you imagine that, getting everything that you done lost in this world hundredfold. All right,
I got it.
from that so-called career, all right, to that girl that you done lost, you gonna get all that shit back, man. So why trip out now, man? Why worry about this shit now? All right, because a lot of you run into that problem because you don't really believe that that's gonna happen, man. All right, go ahead.
Just to finish it off again, I'm gonna read it again. James 5:11. It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job. Again, we know what Job went through. You know, the ultimate temptation. The Lord put him through a test, in a jokingly manner, through a bet. You know,
Yeah.
the Lord bet on Job. Like, this my friend. This my partner. This my brother that I know that he gonna stand on, whatever I put him through.
And cash
And we
out,
all get put on trial too, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why the scripture says in Sirach, the second chapter.
I'm holding. I brought it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta endure patiently, man. Whatever that might come on you, man. The Lord might test your faith through all type of shit, man. Do you lose it? Do you quit? Turn around? You done came too far to quit now, man.
That's right.
That's right.
You done came just, like I always say, it's another quote I be saying about coming far.
Too far to look back.
Yeah, you come this far to come this far, man. To quit. The fucking finish line right there.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That's why I mentioned right here on the latter end of this verse.
One thing I want to say too. Hey man, if you didn't went this far in the truth, umpteen years, however, and it's almost to the end, don't you know the walk going back is much longer than the walk going finishing, man? It's the same shit. You're gonna have to take a long, lonely, pitiful walk back, man. Might well just keep going and finish out the movie, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If the example brought out in a lesson did way a while back, if you swimming halfway through Pontchartrain, and you over there by the North Shore and you got to come back to the city, why turn back to the city? You can swim the other half and get to the North Shore and finish the goal. You know what I'm saying? But again, at the end of James 5:11, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job and have seen the end of the Lord. All right. Again, that's why it says the end of the Lord, because we know ultimately what the Lord went through. Okay. So imagine if the Lord made it that far and he just, all right, yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah, he actually prayed when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yeah.
Like, hey Lord, if this cup could pass, let it pass. And he ain't getting no response. So who was his response?
I got to do
Well,
it.
let's get the business clear.
Let's do it.
That's it. You
Yes,
got to go
man.
through it.
Yes.
You know?
So, like I said, and that's the examples. That's the two great examples they're giving us right now. Job and the things he went through, and the Lord Yahweh Shai at the end on that cross. You know what I'm saying? With everything that he could have done to get out of it, but nah, he put his head down. He walked through that.
And it's funny, I'm just doing a lesson on that, man. Called the love of the truth have many enemies. Right? Because, hey man, because of the truth, people gonna turn against you. Because of the truth, because your devotion to the truth, you're gonna attract enemies, man.
That's right.
Nigga gotta go somewhere every Saturday, talking about preaching the Bible. Right? Come against you, man. Yeah, always the brothers. You ain't the same no more. Hey, brothers ain't heard that shit, man. We don't spend time. Well, we go spend time Sunday. I want a Saturday. Man, you get every fucking week, man.
Whatever the fuck going
The
on.
whole
You get the whole week.
Show you how all the shit is, man.
Frankincense and shit.
Yeah, boy, you know they get the that's that meme with your boy from the SpongeBob pointing.
with Squidward.
Yeah, you got a problem with that sage and that the Palo Santo. You're a demon, man.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke. Look, you're a demon, man. But go ahead, it's logic.
I have one real quick because you had mentioned a harvest, all right? Because there's a harvest for the wicked and also a harvest for the righteous. You see? But this is the book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 15, and it reads, "Hate not laborers' work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained." All right, and you know, for those that don't know what husbandry is basically farming, for lack of better words. All right, we're those fruits. All right, really going into first fruits, but you know, we got to endure what? All of the seasons, the rain, the cold, the extreme heat, in order to do what? You see, for the Lord to pluck us at the end. You see, as those first fruits. And Lord willing, myself and all of these men that are around me, and you behind the camera, all those first fruits, man, of the kingdom. But I know you had a pre, huh?
It backs up that one. It doesn't go into husbandry, but it goes in the same field of what? You know, being diligently doing the work, the hard, laborious work. But this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Let's start at 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Just as the brother was saying, you know, husbandry, it's hard work. You got to pick the weeds, make, you know, depending on the climate, depends on what kind of vegetable or plant or fruit it is. Just make sure everything's right. And it's the same with this.
The preparation of all that shit is more work than the actual work. The prep work. That's what painting. You gotta fucking sand shit. You gotta make sure all the tape shit taped off. Even when you paint a car, it's the prep work. It's more than the fucking actual work, man. Because planting the seeds is pretty much easy.
Yep. And reaping the fruits. Reaping the fruits, he just plucking it. Yeah. You know, fighting off insects. You know, these different wicked ass people that you encounter, trying to eat your fruit. You know,
and that's what. And for a lot of you brothers on the side, you know, you learning from behind the camera. You need to get the courage to come out here.
Yes, sir. All
right, to where you on the block, because it's like all of us back then when I came in, the foundation was no foundation. We had to break ground. We had to put a foundation there. We had to put pillars, put walls. Now we at the end of the work where you brothers, like the contractors, once the building is finished, you gotta get it up to certain codes. All right, it's already this building is already furnished. It's nothing really for you to do. You just come in and you learn. You know, you got other brothers to teach.
9
all right,
from the top. 9 and 1.
The foundation is already laid and set. You just got to come with the right attitude and the right mindset of coming out, willing to consistently come out, you got to be teachable, man. I mean, you got to be teachable. Some guys come out, they don't even be teachable. You bucking up on shit that you don't know. You bucking up and doing things that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, like with this, example going into athletes, what? If you don't train, if you don't diet properly, then when it actually comes to game time, you're going to fail. You're not even going to make, in the top 3. Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery.
That's what we must do. We must strive for the mastery, man. Right. Right? And you got to do that by putting in work. You got to do that by dedicating time, reading, studying. And it only, like I said, the brothers that you see, it's in amongst the church that you at. All right, the brothers that's up in different positions as officers and such and so forth, they only can do so much, man. You got to do the other half of going home and study, man.
Gotta be all legwork.
Yeah, you got to be the guy that does the legwork and asking questions. You shouldn't be here. You having problems. You don't ask no questions. You don't got no questions about nothing in the scriptures. That's a problem. I'm gonna take it as you got it, then, man. But what you don't,
You don't care.
Yeah.
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. And when you're temperate, you're measured, you're trained. And what does temperance come through? Patience, denying yourself of things, building up your endurance to the suffering. And you know,
I ain't going out tonight. I'm gonna just sit here. I'm gonna get through the book of Ephesians tonight, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the book of Ephesians. I can go out with the boys to the daiquiri shop. Fuck that daiquiri shop. You know?
kind is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
If I can say, how much more for incorruptible crown? You see people sacrificing everything they got. So how much more for the truth, man? All right, the incorruptible crowns, man. How much more for this?
Hey, we just seen it. Nigga trained for 4 years to run a 100-meter race behind a fucking incorruptible crown. A fucking metal that they said shit was tarnished. All right.
Come on, bro.
Damn. See, that shit silver, man. Motherfucker got a little bit of metal on it.
It's just a tad bit of gold, bro.
Yeah,
Legacy gold, yeah.
Hey, brother's been doing this for umpteen years for honorable crown, man.
Incorruptible.
Yeah.
If I could say it, these athletes, you know, using them, they break their bodies, and at the end of their life, what do they have? Brain damage, broken joints, a destroyed body.
Dementia.
Yeah, look at what that bodybuilder name?
Oh,
Damn,
Ronnie
my
Coleman.
Rodney Coleman. Rodney Coleman can't even walk upstairs now, man.
Wow.
Yeah, but you can't do it. You can't do it. Y'all seen him lately?
Can't walk.
Yeah. You seen Kelly Muscle?
Oh,
He
yeah,
look
he look bad,
You look like somebody put you know you vacuum seal the clothes or food. That's how he look like somebody that took the air out of him, man.
God damn.
That's how he look bad.
But he had a honor. He was highly esteemed amongst you influence in the influencing world, man. But now I got off the roids now, man. Roids gave me 2 heart attacks. Now you got to get off it. Then you see all that shit was a fluff. This is fake, man.
Nobody's gonna remember him or a lot of these athletes in 100 years. Like, unless you really an expert on sports, do you remember who the top player was in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s? Always somebody new coming. But with the elect, with that incorruptible crown, that's gonna be eternal glory.
Hey, the wicked getting crowns from their enemies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It says in Esdras that our Lord gonna crown us, man. That's a permanent crown, man.
An immortal.
A crown of immortality. They getting a crown that can be moth-eaten. So whatever they're getting, whether it's championships, whatever, Edom crowning them, giving them a trophy. Who at the ceremonies whenever you win a championship football? It's Edom.
Every time.
The commissioners, different, man. That's Edom giving y'all that shit, man.
Look at the ones who
Hugging
give
y'all
y'all
from-
the trophies.
Yeah, hugging y'all from the back like little baby.
From front and back.
Yeah. Come on,
bro.
man.
Yeah, they getting crowns from their enemies, man.
Holding your hand from the other hand.
Yeah.
Man.
Getting the enemies crowns, man. We gonna get our friend. Yeah, like Yahweh Shah call y'all servants but friends. We getting a crown from a friend. And he who had it friends must show himself friendly. So when he do put that crown on us, he gonna give us joint heirs with him in the kingdom of heaven, man.
We gonna
Edom don't give you that.
Yeah.
Edom don't give you none of their places, after they give you their crowns. Yeah, you
It's
got
gonna
it.
be 1 on 144, man.
That's it.
It's gonna be 144,000 of them things issued
And
out,
one-
and that's
yep.
gonna be it, man.
Yep.
A Heisman Trophy looks the same every year.
Every year.
Different
year
year
number.
number. In the name, you right.
That's right, bro.
You got it, bro.
Because 2 Corinthians 4, verse 17. For our light affliction,
Start at 16.
verse 16. Say, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, but yet our inward man renewed day by day.
Right, this cause is why we faint not. All right, our man perish, but our spirits are being renewed day by day, man.
That's right.
You know. Go ahead.
It's for our light affliction.
These are light afflictions. You see the things, the trials, the tests, the things that we have to go through. These are light afflictions, man.
Yeah.
Like I said a little while ago, you see the things that these athletes put their bodies through, all right, in order to become the first place running the 200, the 100, you know, at the Olympics. How much more in this truth, man?
Yeah.
How much more diligence should we be showing to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, man?
Yeah.
You know? These are light afflictions. These things, we should just take it on the chin and just keep it moving. You see? Yeah, some shit gonna be harder than others, all right? But at the end of the day, we know what's on the line. Go ahead, bro.
For our light affliction is which is but for a moment,
Yep.
working for us a far more exceeding and eternal way of glory.
Yeah. Our light afflictions is just for a moment. But working for us far more what?
We'll talk about it.
Far more what? Kabab. A far more what?
So far more exceeding and eternal way of glory.
A far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, man. All right, which is those crowns, man. You see, that comes with dominion, rulership, okay, ruling the other nations, man. What's gonna be better than that? All right, and the Lord is gonna share that with all of us, man. You know,
Won't compare.
it won't compare, especially to the things of this world, man. The things of this world is for peons, man.
Hey, if I can add to you real quick, like you said, that's the motivation of it all. You know, if we could watch athletes, you know, do this and that and the third for the ring, for the ship, you know what I'm saying? If they could do all these things for that incorruptible crown, how much for us? You know, we gotta, you know, that's the ultimate motivation, that they doing that shit for nothing that means nothing, and we got that golden Willy Wonka ticket, man. We got that ticket to run it up. Come on, man. And for us to have that and not have that pep behind your step to know that, man, I got this on the line better than majority of the world. Like, come on.
Get that James 1.
1 and 12.
Yeah.
Come.
This is the back y'all brothers up. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 18.
Come on, brother.
Hey,
Hey, go ahead.
hey.
I got some other. You got that too? Yes.
He loaded up.
Go ahead. You got 18 though?
Yeah, just 18. Yeah, 18, huh? It's 18.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Come on.
So, you know, basically, man, we going through something that seems like it's a long time with most brothers right here at this present time, you know, under the age of 30, right here, you know, on the screen as we speaking. If this is a short time,
You got that Philippians?
you see, we talking about this thing ending, you know, soon, man. I don't want to sit there and put no number on it, but hey, this is a short time. We just came into the truth, you see? So what we have in front of us is far more greater because our crown is going to be, you know, forever, man. What's forever? What's one day? What's 50 years? What's 1,000 years? What's 50,000 years? To forever. You see? So however you want to, you know, stack it up, it don't have no weight towards forever.
That's right.
And my brain can't even conceive forever. You see? But that's what the Lord promised us. Not forever, slogging, but forever and ever.
So even ever.
That's you know, that's beyond me right there, man.
If I could say too, you know, brother ain't got to bring it up, but that 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 that we brought up, you know, knowing the fact that the obstacles that the Lord put in front of us is that we can get over it, you know, that shows you that it's a light affliction. All right. So if it's just imagine you in the weight room and you got some weights that you know you could get off your chest, you could do whatever. It's lightweight to you. You know what I'm saying? It's still weight. It's still some work that's behind it. You know what I'm saying? But again, the Lord He gonna put you in your weight class for what you can handle. Okay? So knowing that you can handle those things, that's again why it's a light affliction for yourself. You know, it's something that you can overcome. And then Abraham desire, you know, you have that number that you will overcome, man. But you got it.
Keep going there, Romans.
Yeah. Verse 19. Romans, book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Keep going.
Keep going.
This is verse 20, Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope. Verse 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. Verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaned and travailed in pain together until now.
Right, and that's talking about the whole creation, man.
Yeah.
Trees, the water, everything. Yes. All right.
Brother, even the sun, you got Japan trying to block out the sun. Bill Gates trying to block out the sun.
Yeah.
You see, it's, you know,
Shit ridiculous.
all creation, man. But
Verse 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit.
Yep.
Even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to wit the redemption of our body.
Yeah. And that's what we waiting on, man. The redemption, all right, to be brought back by Yahushua when he come back and crack them clouds, man. All right, we get those new bodies, man. You know? You want to say something?
yeah, it say we grown within ourselves, man. Our spirits are groaning.
Yep.
You see,
Yeah, better than other.
our spirits are groaning within us, man. Even when you don't even feel some sort of way.
There's things we can't utter in the Spirit.
That's right, Doc. You know, this is, you know, this is serious shit that we into. And Jake, you know, don't consider that, man. You know, I got a pre-flame.
Got that James.
Grab that for me. Then we'll get to James.
Yep.
This is Philippians 3:8. Says, yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung.
Right. And the Apostle Paul, in this letter he wrote to the church of Philippi, he said, man, I count this ain't shit compared to gaining Yahushua, man. The losing, he just said lose to loss of all things, man. Right. You got to be prepared for that, you know? Go ahead, bro.
That I may win Hamashiach.
All of this so that he can win Yahushua, man. All of this. So how much more anything else, man? What's more important than winning Yahushua?
Nothing.
He the one that got to come back and save us, man. Go ahead, bro.
And
That was it? Yeah, read on.
Verse 9, it says, and be found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Hamashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith.
Yeah, and that's the spirit, bro. Because going into the last couple of days, the law of faith, the spirit of faith is being better than the law, man. All right? The grace period that we're in, all right, it's better to, how can I say this? With this grace period that we've been given, all right, we rehearse, we practice the law, all right, but we have to be saved through faith, man.
It's a perfection of faith.
It's the perfection of faith, man. That's beautiful, you know. But
James.
Yep.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. 52. Pity ball. This is James 1:12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Right. When he is tried, he's going to receive the crown of life, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get that. We probably ended off with that second address because it keep being referenced,
Yeah.
you know. But read it again, bro.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Right. Blessed is that man that endured the temptation.
Mm-hmm.
You see, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. All right. But the main point of scripture was blessed is the man that endured the temptation.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say fall short, or it didn't say endure it for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's talking about enduring to the end. You know? If a brother, you got, give me Matthew 24.
I've been holding that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
if I could add to you real quick, brother.
Please.
Why, brother? This is part of the job description.
Yep.
This is what we signed up for, bro. And what brother always constantly say, this is part of the job description.
Knowing what the fuck you signed up for, bro.
Knowing what you signed up for.
Yep.
So you know what you signed up for, you know what you have to go through, and you know what's coming at the end.
Yeah.
So that's the job description at the end of the day.
Hey, when you get a job, you sign the papers, right?
Yeah.
To perform a specific job.
God.
And at the end of the day, you clock in, you clock out.
Yep.
you're supposed to receive a reward, which is
That's
your
right.
wages.
Your wages, yep.
When we clock in with the scriptures, man, we always clocked in. So what kind of reward do you think we're gonna get for that?
We never off the clock.
We never off the clock.
Well, what's the wages of it? The
That's
wages of it is the crown.
Yeah.
You know, you get the kingdom, you get everlasting peace, you get everlasting whatever, you know, righteously everything that you could think of, man.
We
Being
every-
the first though.
The first,
first
yeah.
fruits.
First
You see?
dibs. Come on, man.
Salvation, man. Go
Yes.
ahead, bro.
I'm about to say when we get no goddamn $1,300 check, you get the everlasting glory.
Come on, man.
Riches, you know, everything, bro.
We don't get women that's been touched. We don't, you know, we everything is fresh. Everything is renewed. Come on, man.
But you got it. Yeah, it's gonna be a permanent vacation, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a permanent vacation, man.
Yes.
It's gonna be a better life for us, man. That we could never imagine
Yep.
on this side.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it tell you, you know, back a couple verses in that Romans the 8th chapter, all right, verses 16 and 17, all right, that we'll be joint heirs with Yahushua, all right, in order to try to at least get a humanly understanding of you know, what we'll be blessed with. You see, it's definitely gonna be more than we can even imagine. All right, but what was Yahushua blessed with? You see, full dominion.
Yep.
Okay, the Lord Yahweh gave Yahushua all dominion. You see,
Yep.
so it tell you that we're gonna be joint heirs, meaning together. Okay, reigning under Yahushua. Okay, and you know, you brothers know the order.
Yeah.
All right, King David, the 12, the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? But it tell you joint heirs, just to give brothers an understanding of what you fighting for, bro.
If I could say, that's why I wanted to, you know, add both of y'all brother statements up together, because definitely it's going to be, you know, everlasting vacation that we have, but we also got to deal with righteous business.
Yeah, it
at
got
that.
work too.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
work too,
Because
yeah.
we still gonna be judges at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely business that's still gonna be handled, but it's business on a righteous end that, you know, that we gonna handle with no problem.
It's gonna be
Yeah, we gotta
easy
refresh
to
the earth.
do.
Yeah, we
Yep.
gotta refresh the earth, man.
Yep.
It's just like Edom, brother. Today, you think Edom is sitting there? Edom probably signed off on this, that, and the third, and that's it. He going back to Cancun somewhere, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Back on that island with them children.
he got people that you know, report to him to handle business. We're gonna be on the same, you know, the same time, man.
Yeah.
But
But righteous.
on a whole nother level,
The right hand side. Yep.
effortless work.
Yep.
You see. But I had something. If anybody else, what y'all got?
I had this other
So
What you
you,
got,
what you
Mac?
got? You bring yours out. You,
Nah, you can
we
get
gonna
them. Them
go
brothers
around
get
and
them.
we gonna roll out.
It's Galatians 6 verse 9.
Yep.
And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season
In due
we
season.
we
Yeah.
shall weep if we faint not.
If we faint not. So that means you got to keep going, all right? Which is why it's important to exhort brothers to keep going.
Yep.
We almost home, man. I told the brother that when I pulled up, I said, man, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
He
What
said,
you
yeah.
talking about?
All right. He said, look, he said, yeah, you know, it ain't gonna be too long. I said, no, brother. I want to go back to Yerushalayim.
Yeah,
Like, I'm ready to go home, you know?
Sweet little sweet
And brothers ready to go, man.
Yes.
All right? We battling, we fighting, we enduring.
That's right.
You
man.
see? Because we know the reward that we have if we faint not. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, bring yours out. We
This
end
is
it off in that.
Matthew.
On yours. Yep. You got it?
This is Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
He that endure unto the what?
The end,
The what?
the end.
The end, man.
That's right.
Till Yahushua crack them clouds and beam you up, man. All right? You know, offered a lot of, you know, what some brothers may be to be put to death, man. That's, hey, man, you endure to the end if you get put to death on this side, all right? Blessed is he that died for righteousness' sake. There's no salak. It said, precious is the death of the saints, man. All right? It said that in Isaiah. Precious is the in the sight of the Most High is the death of the saints, man.
So they
You
gonna
know?
rise first.
Huh?
They gonna rise first.
Yeah,
You
and
know
we
how
gonna
much you
rise
know?
first, man. Yep. You know, how do I write this out? Be at that number, you know. But you got it.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 42.
Start down a little bit. Let me see. Start at. Like 38, I think.
Yo, Jake pull out all those rings. You got it up?
Yeah, start at 40, 41.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 41.
I'm old. That's a lot.
The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Is fulfilled. Slaki. Beseech the power of the Lord Yahweh that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed.
Mm-hmm. And the longest, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is the elect, man.
The elect.
The ones who was with the Lord from the beginning.
Yep.
You know, the Alahayim, all right, the 144,000. Okay, the innumerable multitude, man. You know, go ahead.
This is verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. Verse 43. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
Right, then this young man of high stature that's taller than all the rest is talking about Yahushua. All right? And this is about to describe what he was doing in this vision that Esdras saw. Go ahead.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns and was more exalted.
Every one of their heads. He didn't skip over nobody. All right? He says, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, man. All right? Could you imagine Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, putting a crown on your head, man? Everything. You can tell me what can be greater than that? And the brother had the dream, the vision, when he seen Yahushua putting the crowns on a man's head. He said it wasn't even like he was putting it on their head. He said it was like he would put it out and it would just float. And then when it got to its destination, it'll just have electricity, static. Oh, man, come on, man. You can't tell me that ain't heavy, bro. Go ahead, all right.
If I could just add to you real quick, brother. Jake, know that feeling of having that acknowledgement within your family. Mm-hmm. You know, for your father telling you, hey, good job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That feels good. You know, Jake needs to hear that sometimes. You did a good job. But this is coming from the Lord, man.
Yeah.
To know that you won.
Yep.
You know, you won. This is for you. Congratulations, you did it. Come on, man. If that's not a heart-warming feeling that you could never describe, that we are resolved that number that we could only describe. Come on, man. It's beautiful.
This is the reward, man. This is what we look forward to. Go ahead. And that was more exalted.
And he said, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? Question mark. Verse 45. He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now are they crowned and received palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowned them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the son of Yahweh, whom they have who they have confessed in the world.
And we do that, man. We confess Yahushua, man. All right? We confess the name Yahweh by Yahushua, man. All right? No shame in our game with that. Go ahead, bro.
Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Right, and he commended them because he's seen the tribulation, the anguish, the trials, everything that those men went through to get those crowns, man.
Yep.
You know, so we hope to be in that same stead so that we visualize, we picture ourselves at this crowning ceremony when we go through shit. All right, our minds go back to, hey man, what could be greater than this? I gotta keep going. You see, we gotta keep going, man. You know, we gotta keep it going, man. All right, and that was it, right? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, man. So y'all brothers good.
Yeah.
Kind. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, exhorting to you, Akim, to keep going. All right, we almost home, man. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, infinite honors to
Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakwadash.
Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole fleet elect. Till the next time I say shalom.
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 Shalom.